got the lone soldier in here, Chucky Hepburn. Go ahead, take questions for him when everybody's ready. I do not have a microphone. Somebody has a microphone. All right. Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, Chucky, the backbreaker. Obviously, you guys kind of going through a change with the injuries and trying to play offense a little bit differently. That's the point where what kind of challenge has that been for you? How do you think you guys are adjusting to
Yeah. Past 2 games, I've been really proud of this team. We're finding ways to really dig deep, and obviously we're a new team. We're still trying to figure out how to play with each other, especially late down the stretch in games like this. So I was real proud of my team tonight. Credit to UTEP. They're a really good team. I think they could even be a March Madness team. We were able to find ways to win the games, just get stops, just capitalize off those stops. We were able to get some momentum going in that late second half. So we just got to find ways to, keep the foot on the gas and keep it going even more.
Chucky, how difficult is it as a player to get up for a game that's sandwiched in between Duke and Kentucky? I mean, this is not disrespect to UTEP, but they're not Duke and Kentucky.
Yeah, we just take it day by day. We just focus on the next thing. The next thing for us was UTEP after the Duke game, and now we're turning the page going on to Kentucky. We know how big of a rival game that is, and we're gonna be focused for that game. We were able to come out with a win this game. We're gonna celebrate for the rest of the night, and tomorrow we're flipping the page. So, whatever happened this game happened. So we just got to move on.
Chucky, how difficult has it been for you guys as a team to not only play but just practice, knowing you guys are down 3 guys from when you started the season?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it's the next man up mentality. Obviously it hurts not having those guys on the floor with us, but that we're going to be able to do whatever it takes to win games. We're all winners. We all come from different places, and we won a lot of games. So we're going to dig deep. We're going to trust our coach's system, and we're going to be able to find ways to win games.
Yeah, Chucky, Coach Kelsey was in here praising on the read you made there to get James the dunk with that last bucket with about 18 seconds to go. Could you take us through what you saw in that play and just kind of how it all came together?
Yeah, I kind of just seen there was one defender kind of back there. I kind of baited him into thinking that I was going to skip across, and I was able to find James. James had a grown man catch, and he was able to just go catch it and dunk it.
Chucky, just talking about your team's growth and ultimately kind of what you've learned from these last 2 games going into UK. Kind of talk about that, talk about what you guys have gathered from this, and obviously going against UK for the first time for you as a member of U of L, what does that mean?
Yeah, like I said, we're growing. We took big strides from the Ole Miss to the Duke game. We took big strides from the Duke game to this game, and we just got to keep building that momentum, keeping going. I'm really proud of this team. We're able to find ways to we found ways to win tonight, and that's what I want to see out of this teammate. Even though shots weren't falling for a lot of us tonight, we were able to make big plays on the defensive side, and I was real proud of my team for that.
Yeah, you went over 35 minutes tonight, I think 33 against Duke. You're going to play that many going forward, considering the injuries that you guys have had. How many minutes a game do you think you're capable of handling night in or night out?
Whatever my team needs, I kind of came into this situation knowing that I was going to be in this situation. So, it's just got to do what I got to do outside the court, rest, recover, and, just take care of my body, and, coaches are really, really wise in how they go into practice and not beating up our bodies, but also making sure that we're taking it very serious, with film, everything else. So, we just act like pros when it comes down to this type of stuff.
You're obviously taking a day-by-day approach, but I'm wondering, when we spoke with you in Charlotte preseason, like you were talking about just how much you already see just how much this game coming up against Kentucky means to the fan base, that means to the program. Like, has your mind, did it ever kind of just start to think about that game at all this week? Like, was there anything that kind of, did you ever catch yourself kind of thinking about that, or just focus on this?
If I'm being honest, I have not even thought about that game. We had to play UTEP first. UTEP was our main focus, and we were able to come out with this win. So now we could turn the page and focus on Kentucky. And obviously that's going to be a big game, big rival game for us. And me personally, I'm going to start watching film tonight because, you know, I really want this game.
And Chucky, Javon had a double-double. Obviously, he's not the biggest guy on the floor, tallest, but how would you describe his rebounding ability and what makes him a good rebounder for his size?
Von's a dog. You know, he's my roommate when we travel on the road. After the West Virginia game, I told him I love playing with him. You know, I've never played with a player who just wants to go win, you know, and I've never played with a team who just wants to go win. Let me take that back. I have played with a team like that, but you know, just to see, like, he's what, 6'6", just playing against grown men, 6'10", 6'9". He doesn't care who he's playing, battling. You know, he wants to go get every rebound, wants to go win games, and you can just see the passion he plays with. You know, he's one of the main voices in the huddles, in the timeouts. So, you know, I love playing with him, Von. You know, and you know, just being his roommate and everything. You know, even here, you know, I live right across the hall from him. You know, I just love being around him. He's a great guy to be around, and you know, I love him to death.
Chucky, something that we're hearing from the opposing coaches when they come here frequently is they talk about 24 and how difficult of a defender that you are. What fuels that part of your game to be that defender that's kind of a lockdown guy?
Yeah, you know, I gotta take it back to my high school coach. You know, in my freshman year, I wanted to see the floor, so I had to play defense. You know, growing up, I wasn't always the defender. You know, I just wanted to go score. But, you know, once I hit high school, I had to realize there was other ways to impact the game. And my high school coach helped me realize that, you know, creating for other teammates, just diving on loose balls, you know, just doing the little things to be a winner. And, you know, I got to give credit to my high school coach for that.
Chucky, Coach Kelsey was talking about how just gritty this team was and how just out-hustled UTEP tonight. Is that something that the players were talking about in their huddles during the game, especially in the second half, or just overall?
Yeah, absolutely. When it comes down to winning time, you know, we just got to be the most solid team. You know, we can't make mistakes when it's winning time. And, you know, tonight we made a couple of mistakes, but we were able to cover them up. And, you know, that's why I was proud of this team, you know, of looking back at that Duke game. If we just did the stay solid in winning time, you know, we could have found a lot more success. But, you know, obviously that's over. We could focus on the next thing, you know, like I said, it's Kentucky. So we just got to grow from it.
It felt like James kind of started swinging some of the momentum early in the second half tonight. Just what kind of impact do you think he can have when he's hitting on the ball?
Yeah, I love playing with James Scott. He's the type of player who has a very high IQ. He's always watching film, always in the gym 24/7. So he's going to try to do whatever it takes to win. Obviously, he's still young, still has a lot of areas to grow. But you know, I just love playing with him. He has a high IQ. He's going to try and set screens, try to get open. I'm going to try to find him. You know, I love playing with him. Defensively, he's taken a lot of strides forward this season. So, you know, he's going to keep going, and, you know, the ceiling's so high for him. You know, I love playing with him. He's going to be a really, really great player once he's a senior here.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Chucky.